Some celebrities will do anything to stay in the spotlight, even if it means embarrassing themselves in ways they'll never live down. Blake Lively turned a movie set into a courtroom drama, because sometimes headlines matter more than the script. Blake Lively has spent years mastering Hollywood's favorite trick, staying relevant. But when It Ends With Us started losing steam, she made sure all eyes stayed on her by dragging a behind-the-scenes feud into the public spotlight. Lively's legal battle with Justin Baldoni didn't just appear out of nowhere. It conveniently unfolded right when the film needed buzz. Accusations flew, lawsuits followed, and suddenly, she wasn't just the lead actress, she was the center of the industry's latest controversy. Even Ryan Reynolds got roped in, ensuring the media circus had enough star power to last. Instead of letting the film speak for itself, Lively kept the drama going, turning personal disputes into a public spectacle. Whether she planned it or just played into it, one thing's for sure: It Ends With Us became less about the movie and more about her. Kanye West and drama go together like his name and the headlines. Kanye West didn't just attend the 67th Grammy Awards, he turned it into a spectacle. His wife, Bianca Censori, showed up in a sheer mesh slip dress that instantly became the night's biggest talking point. The outfit, which left little to the imagination, wasn't just about fashion. It was a calculated move straight from Kanye's PR playbook. This is the same man who, back in 2019, scolded Kim Kardashian on Keeping Up with the Kardashians for wearing a bold Met Gala outfit, saying it made him uncomfortable. Yet now, he's the biggest supporter of Bianca's ultra-revealing looks. The hypocrisy is glaring, but so is the intent. Drama equals attention, and Kanye knows exactly how to stir the pot. With his music no longer dominating the charts, this was a classic Kanye move. Grab headlines, spark debates, and keep people talking, and once again, it worked. Nothing screams desperate for attention like faking a career meltdown. Just ask Joaquin Phoenix. In 2008, Oscar winner Joaquin Phoenix announced he was quitting acting to become a rapper. Yes, that Joaquin Phoenix. What followed was a year of bizarre behavior, mumbling through interviews, looking like he lived under a bridge, and giving a painfully awkward late show appearance where he barely spoke. For months, people thought he had truly lost it. But nope, it was all an elaborate hoax for I'm Still Here, a mockumentary directed by Casey Affleck. The entire thing was just Phoenix method acting a breakdown, convincing the world he had gone off the deep end. While the stunt did generate buzz, it also made him look completely unhinged. Risking your credibility to fake a bad rap career? Bold choice. But hey, at least he didn't start a reality show. Lady Gaga showed up dressed like a butcher's leftovers, and PETA had a meltdown. At the 2010 MTV VMAs, Lady Gaga showed up literally wearing raw meat, flank steak draped over her body, a meat hat, and even meat boots. Designed by Frank Fernandez, the outfit instantly caused outrage, with animal rights activists losing their minds and the public wondering if she had finally lost hers. Gaga tried to justify it as a political statement against the military's "don't ask, don't tell" policy. But let's be real, nobody was thinking about diversity and inclusion rights while staring at slabs of beef stitched together. It was pure shock value, designed to dominate headlines, and it worked. The dress, now preserved as jerky, yes, really, sits in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because apparently rotting flesh counts as art. Gaga's meat dress was definitely a desperate bid to stay relevant in an industry where fading into obscurity is worse than looking ridiculous. Justin Bieber faked a privacy scandal because apparently just dropping a music video was too boring. To hype up beauty and a beat, Justin Bieber pulled off a hoax, claiming his laptop and camera were stolen, with a hacker threatening to leak personal footage. Fans panicked, media ran with it, and a mysterious Twitter account taunted him until the big leak turned out to be his own music video. It was a masterclass in fake drama, taking advantage of the internet's obsession with celebrity scandals. But when the truth came out, people felt played. Instead of sympathy, Bieber got side eyes for treating privacy breaches like a marketing gimmick. The stunt worked. People did talk about the video, but at the cost of credibility. Bieber proved that in Hollywood, even fake leaks can be strategic. The only real crime here? Thinking we wouldn't see through it. Janet Jackson's career took a hit, Justin Timberlake walked away clean, and the internet got a front row seat to chaos. At Super Bowl Tour 8 in 2004, Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake performed together until Timberlake ripped off part of her outfit, exposing her chest to millions. Jackson claimed that only her innerwear was meant to be revealed, but the damage was done. The media dubbed it Nipplegate, and the backlash was brutal. Jackson's music got blacklisted, her reputation took a hit, and Timberlake, he faced zero consequences. She later called it truly embarrassing. But the moment became bigger than her, so big it reportedly inspired the creation of YouTube. Instead of being remembered for her decades-long career, Jackson was reduced to a scandal that never really faded. One ripped costume, and suddenly, the industry turned its back on her, while Timberlake kept climbing. If there was ever proof of a double standard in Hollywood, this was it. Rita Ora tried to prove she had fans. Twitter proved otherwise. In a desperate attempt to hype her new single, Rita Ora tweeted that if she got 100,000 retweets, she'd drop new music. The internet responded with silence. The tweet barely got a fraction of the engagement she wanted, leaving her scrambling for damage control. Instead of admitting defeat, Rita pulled the classic "I got hacked" excuse, because apparently, hackers break into celebrity accounts just to post flop tweets. Nobody bought it, and the whole thing became a case study in failed self-promotion. Instead of building anticipation, the stunt turned into a punchline. Celebrities love using social media to hype themselves up, but when the internet doesn't care, the embarrassment is louder than any song drop. Ora's PR move backfired spectacularly, proving that forcing virality can leave you more forgotten than famous. Madonna and subtlety? Never in the same sentence. Madonna has never shied away from theatrics, but her Tonight Show appearance promoting "Oh, Madame X" felt more like a midlife crisis than a publicity tour. Mid-interview, she climbed onto Jimmy Fallon's desk, knocked over his coffee, and flashed the audience, because apparently, subtlety doesn't sell headlines. Fallon, clearly uncomfortable, scrambled to cover her up with his jacket, but the damage, and the secondhand embarrassment, was done. This wasn't an isolated moment. On stage, she once called out an audience member for sitting, only to realize they were in a wheelchair. Her attempt at damage control? A half-hearted, "Oh, okay, politically incorrect, sorry." The Madonna of the past shocked the world with reinvention. Now, it's stunts like these keeping her name in the news. But at what point does boundary pushing turn into just plain awkward? Miley Cyrus twerked her way out of Disney and straight into drama. Miley Cyrus didn't just break free from her Hannah Montana image, she obliterated it. Her 2013 MTV VMA performance with Robin Thicke was less about music and more about shock value. Dressed in a barely there latex outfit, she twerked against Thicke, who was over 15 years older, while waving around a foam finger in ways it was never meant to be used. The internet went into a frenzy. Critics called it tasteless, and parents everywhere wished they could unsee it. But here's the thing. It worked. The scandal sold albums, rebranded her as a rebellious pop star, and guaranteed she'd never be seen as a Disney kid again. Years later, Miley admitted the entire thing was a calculated move. So, was it an act of artistic freedom, or just a masterclass in using drama for career reinvention? Either way, it made sure everyone was talking about her. Rihanna's 777 tour was supposed to be a dream trip, but it turned into a high-altitude hostage situation. In theory, Rihanna's 777 tour sounded like a genius idea. 7 concerts in 7 countries in 7 days, all while flying on a private Boeing 777 with 150 journalists and 35 lucky fans. In reality, it was less of a glamorous rock star experience and more of a survival challenge. The problem? Rihanna was barely around. Journalists who expected exclusive access to the star found themselves stuck on a plane with little sleep, no updates, and long waits on the tarmac. Food was scarce, tempers flared, and at one point, a desperate reporter even stripped naked and ran through the plane in protest. The so-called mutiny made bigger headlines than Rihanna's album Unapologetic, flipping the publicity stunt into an embarrassing PR disaster. Instead of an innovative marketing move, the 777 tour became a case study in how not to treat the press, unless you want them writing about their suffering instead of your music.